Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep today.
Into winning mindsets.
Exactly. We're going to be looking
Trying
at...
to get one.
Yes. We found this awesome text.
Mentalidad ganadora, claves para el éxito.
Catchy, right. And it's packed with advice on...
How to make that shift.
From Jessica.
Existing to really thriving.
So let's start with the basics.
What is this whole winning mindset thing anyway?
Yeah. The book defines it as...
It's a way of thinking.
That makes you proactive.
Helps you learn from mistakes.
And stay laser focused on your goals.
It's more than just positive thinking though, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Deeper than that.
So what's it really about then?
It's about resilience.
Okay.
Self-belief.
Makes sense.
And always striving to grow. Like an internal GPS.
Oh, I like that.
Always recalculating.
Finding a new route.
When you hit those roadblocks.
That's a perfect analogy. And it makes me wonder, what does winning even mean for you, the listener?
It's personal, right?
Yeah. It's not always about beating someone else.
Sometimes it's about that quiet feeling of accomplishment.
When you finally nail a skill.
Overcome a personal challenge.
Or finally break a bad habit.
Exactly. It's those little victories.
So how do we actually build this winning mindset?
Well, this text
lays out 6 steps.
And the first one
is setting clear goals.
Sounds basic.
But I know I'm guilty of having these vague ideas sometimes.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like, I want to
be healthier?
Write a book.
But how?
That's where the book's advice comes in.
It's all about being specific.
They actually recommend using SMART goals.
Smart.
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's about moving from those
wishy-washy dreams
to a concrete plan.
Yeah, and breaking those big goals down
into smaller steps.
Definitely makes them less overwhelming.
Absolutely. But sometimes I wonder, do those smaller steps make you lose sight of the big picture? That's a good point. How do we stay focused on the big picture while working on those smaller steps?
It's about balance, Celebrate those small wins.
To keep motivated.
Yeah. And regularly reconnect with that big vision.
So visualize yourself achieving that ultimate goal.
Exactly. It strengthens your commitment.
All right, what's the next step?
Learning from failures.
This book doesn't just say, don't be afraid to fail.
It actually reframes failure.
As a crucial part of the process.
Like tuition payments on the road to success.
Love that. But practically speaking, how do we actually learn from our mistakes? Say you miss a deadline or a project flops.
One technique is to do a postmortem analysis.
Like an autopsy for your project.
Exactly. Ask yourself, what went well? What could have gone better?
And what can I do differently next time?
You can even get feedback from others for a fresh perspective.
Turns it into a learning experience instead of just beating yourself up.
And that brings us to the next step. Your network.
The people you surround yourself with.
The book really emphasizes building a positive, supportive network.
So those are the people who
cheer you on, give you constructive feedback.
And keep you going when things get rough.
Exactly. They're like your personal board of advisors.
That's great if you have those people.
But what if you don't?
Yeah, not everyone has that built-in support system.
It takes effort.
Okay, so how do we build that network then?
It's an ongoing thing.
Start with those relationships that already give you energy.
Nurture them.
Got it.
Then seek out new connections.
Maybe join groups or communities.
Yeah, ones that align with your interests.
Makes sense.
And remember, being positive and supportive yourself.
Attracts similar people.
Exactly.
Okay, next up is gratitude.
This one's often overlooked.
The book stresses appreciating what you already have.
It's not just about feeling good, though.
There's actual science behind it.
Tons of research.
Really?
Practicing gratitude can improve your well-being, your motivation,
yeah, I can see that.
And even your resilience. Focusing on the good shifts your perspective.
Helps you face challenges with more optimism.
It's like training your brain to see the positives.
Which is crucial when things get tough.
Exactly.
All right, we're on the last step now.
Being proactive.
Instead of waiting for opportunities,
you create them.
The book calls it
taking ownership of your journey.
That sounds powerful.
It's about taking action.
Any action.
No matter how small.
To move towards your goals.
Like asking someone for advice.
Learning a new skill.
Even starting a project you've been putting off.
It's about taking that first step.
And the next one.
And the next.
Until you reach your destination.
So to sum it all up.
Building a winning mindset.
It's a journey.
With a roadmap.
Set SMART goals.
Embrace failures as lessons.
Build a strong support network
Practice gratitude.
and be proactive.
It's all about taking control.
I love that. But, reading this book made me think,
What about when the people closest to you?
don't share your ambition
How do you navigate that?
and protect your own mindset.
That's something to think about.
It really is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Till next time.
Keep those mindsets winning.